St. Paul, Minneapolis Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated awards a certificate of recognition for outstanding community service. Larry, we're proud of you.
I'm Anwar Ahmed, and through my 4 years of high school, Coach McKenzie has taught me how to be a man. He was like a father figure for me when my father wasn't there, and he really showed me a lot throughout my whole year.
So grateful to have been a part of this journey with him, to have watched him make such an impact, more so in my life, in my children's life, and in the community.
I want to introduce a young man that's coached under Coach McKenzie, that we have adopted as our son. He's, I can't describe him. We have so many children, trust me. I have, over the 9 years, I've had, 600 baby boys, twins. But George Ellis is going to come up next and give a few things. Again, welcome everybody, and thank you so much for coming.
This is obviously a very, very special occasion to celebrate Coach's legacy and his success on and off the court. Coach, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for all that you do in the community and all the things that you've done for me in my life. You know, what came to mind for me as I was thinking about what I just wanted to say about my experience with Coach McKenzie is the commitment to the calling. And what I really respect about Coach McKenzie is his day in and day out commitment to the calling that God has placed on his life. You know, some of the great memories that I can think of are us going on our team retreat. I remember in 2016, the year that we won the state championship, we did our team retreat, and Coach McKenzie, servant leader, first guy in the morning to wake up the next day to cook breakfast for the guys. You know, I'd never seen that before. You know, a coach, you know, in coaching, a lot of times we see coaches that want to be a little bit more high and mighty. This is my program, this is what I do, this is what I'm about. But to be willing to be the servant leader, to serve the guys and show them, these young men, what a servant male as a black male looks like was super, super special to me.
My name is Rylan. Even though I played for you 1 year, McKenzie, I feel like I learned a full life of lessons.
They call me TJ. I'm appreciative to Coach McKenzie because he helped change my life ever since I moved to Minnesota from Chicago. Without basketball or him personally, that I'd probably be like in jail or in the streets heavy.
My name is Pamela Weems. I would love promotions. I cannot explain or express the love that I have in my heart for him and what he has done for this community, what he has done with these young boys, with his foundation Above the Rim. It's just amazing.
Coach McKenzie, let me just say how proud we are of you and thank you for all that you've done and all that you're going to do. Because we know when you retire from one thing, that means you're going to get busy doing something else. So thank you so very much, and we appreciate you.
When you think about Larry's character, you had to know what he has gone through in his life. We endured a lot. And he's about 2 years older than him, but we endured a lot as young men growing up in a very vile community. When you think about his wealth of knowledge and his determined spirit, the leadership that he has, and the life skills that he teaches, it comes from a strong background that he has. From a grandmother, Pauline Jones, who's a very strong-minded, spiritually minded woman who embedded wisdom in him, to a dad who was not only his father but his coach, to a mother who was not only a firm believer of education but was very protective of her children. They were very inspirational people who believed in education, and his refuse to lose attitude, I heard him talk about it, and his impact is based on his strong will to win.
The first thing that Coach McKenzie said to me is this. He said, Ken, I want you to know the most important thing in my life is my salvation and my relationship with God. I pray that his players hear this. When you're sitting in the presence of greatness, you don't always know at the time what's being imparted. They're sharing. God is using that individual to share something in your life.
He always led by example, and you see that throughout. That's the thing that was here from everybody that's up here talking. That's what we saw in the video, and those of us that have been able to watch him, whether it's been up close or from afar, you know that's what he does.
I want to just tell Larry how much I love him and appreciate him, but what he's always been able to do was change folks' lives.
My name is Delshawn Strickland. I run the Minnesota Basketball Club. I first crossed paths with Coach McKenzie at Holy Angels my sophomore year, and my biggest memory of Coach McKenzie is just him just being a great mentor to me, inspiring me to honestly just give back to guys, and that's pretty much my starting point for inspiration to start the Minnesota Basketball Club, just to inspire kids to give their all and just try to pursue their dream with basketball. And I mean, I just want to say thank you, Coach McKenzie, for being a great role model and father figure to me, and I appreciate you a lot.
You know, he became a father figure to so many different people, and I was lucky to have that at all times, but there was also some not so positive moments. It's just hard to play the game and then hear about the game on the car ride home, at the dinner table, the next morning on the ride to school. You know, it became a little much, but the impact that you had on our entire community is something extremely special. It's something that will never be forgotten. I always say, I remember the first time when you let me know that you was going to coach at North. I'm a Henry Patriot, you know. It hit my heart tough, like, and I was like, but I understood it was once again a bigger picture. I understood that it was about the community. I understood the people that he was going to be able to touch. I understood the way he touched and guided the kids over at Patrick Henry, and it would be selfish of me over a rivalry to not let those guys over on the other side of town see what that was like and feel that. So, man, thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for the man that you made me and the man that you made these other young men. I remember just seeing you when kids didn't have lights on in their house, making sure they were okay. When kids were hungry, making sure they were okay. It was just way, way bigger than basketball, and it's always been that way. And when you find your passion and you so whenever somebody asks me about my role model or somebody that I've looked up to, or somebody who was mentoring me, I always have somebody who's right in front of me I can call at any time. An example, at times I don't even gotta ask because I know what's supposed to be done. So I appreciate you, Dad. Congratulations on your retirement, and I love you.
My name is Coach Pete. You know, I've been with Coach McKenzie from every stop, from Henry
to North. And I want to thank him for giving me the opportunity to be a part of his life, and for him coming into my life and making me a better man and helping these youth in North Minneapolis.
I was at Henry, I was left Henry to go to Minnesota Weems, went to Holy Angels and at North, and Coach Pete went with me every place that I've gone. And one of the things I always tell my coaches, I mean, you know, I did get the wins to go in the record book, but Pete and Mike did a lot of the work, and I'm thankful for that. A lot of y'all can relate to this, but you know, one of the things that haven't been said, in my career, we had 5 kids move in with us, that stayed with us. And so, you know, you become a surrogate father, a chauffeur, a chef, with the Uber Eats driver, deliver groceries, all of those kind of things. But one of the things is that I told Mike Max, I think I read this quote one time that said, a coach will impact more lives in a year than most people will in a lifetime. And I wouldn't trade the last 42 years of my life for anything. We've been working on putting together the Coach Like a Champion Coaches Academy. So we're gonna coach coaches. We're gonna coach coaches. And so my vision, my dream is this, is that, you know, I'm proud, I always talk about, you know, Coach McKenzie, 100% graduation, 2-year, 4-year school. What if I could teach 2 other coaches in St. Paul and 2 in Minneapolis to be able to do that? What if we can get to 7 schools in St. Paul and 7 in Minneapolis? And so instead of serving 60, 65 kids a year, we want to serve 600 kids. So we're going to coach coaches. And somewhere, I don't know if James is still here, but I got my first client back there somewhere. But that's what we're going to spend time doing. And so since FCA don't want to come to the community, we've created the Above the Rim Youth Sports Foundation to be a youth ministry in the Twin Cities, in Minneapolis. And so one of the first things, and so one of the reasons that we wanted to do this tonight, we've been involved with Samaritan Feet. And pre-COVID, we were able to travel to Havana and distribute about 1,000 pair of shoes through Samaritan Feet. And so this August, my plan is, because you know, if you go to the neighborhood churches, you know, we don't get to go on mission trips and do none of those kind of things that suburban kids get to do. So come August, and I'm gonna be calling on some of y'all, we're gonna take 10 kids to Ghana. We're going to get them out of North Minneapolis. We're going to take them, we're going to go, we're going to distribute shoes, we're going to build a court, and then we're going to talk about how share the blessings that we've been blessed with. And so you're going to see us doing a lot of things with basketball that involve ministry. But so Coach McKenzie is not retiring. He just finds something different to do.
Forward, me and the coach started dating, and I went to a game, and the kids were all like curious who I was because I was sitting behind the coach, and somebody might have mentioned I was with the coach to the kids, and they sent one of the kids up to me to ask me, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm the girlfriend." And so the kid turned around, "Oh, she's just the girlfriend." And that's how it started. So when we got married, I ran to that same kid, and I told him, I said, "Guess who I am?" He says, "You're now his wife." I said, "You got it."
Now you is talking. No, you're going to interview me. So Q, give us some of that Qology about Coach McKenzie.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me break it to you down like this. This is a young man that started out doing what he did, when he did, and when he was doing it.
That's it.
Now, that's how it starts out. But then what it is once you start and you move forward, you make progress. He's made progress in many of people's lives throughout this community, be it Minneapolis, St. Paul, surrounding area, not just locally, but nationally. And I'd like to say hats off and congratulations on life within itself and the things and accomplishments that you have done. Walter Q. Bear Banks Jr., 89.9 KMOJ. Somebody say one time, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.